Welcome to game number 6 between WhiteRa and Dimaga. The score is currently 2-3 with Dimaga in the lead, and it is a BO7, so if Dimaga wins one more game, then he will take the entire series. If you want to thank the people who set up this show match, thank SC2Saga.com. They have brought together an excellent show match between these two players. It has been very back and forth. I don't think any player has won 2 games in a row, and Dimaga won the last game, so that means WhiteRa is due for his win to bring us into the ace match, but we may be calling the game too early since either player hasn't shown us what they want to do. WhiteRa has changed up his play dramatically between game to game, while Dimaga, he has been trying to go for a 15 pool, then trying for a 15 hatch. WhiteRa has stopped him a few times, and last game, WhiteRa made a huge mistake trying to stop Dimaga with that 15 hatch by building a gateway, and the gateway was not the mistake. It was not canceling the gateway, so he loses on about 50 minerals. And oh wait, he doesn't lose about 50 minerals. He loses about 100 minerals because he didn't cancel that one gateway, which means he doesn't build the second cannon back at his wall. And why would a Protoss build 2 cannons at the wall? That's not too common. Well, it is if your Nexus is just about done when their hatch is just about starting because you are so far ahead. Just might as well build a cannon to play it safe because the chance of a Zerg all-inning you is pretty high. So if WhiteRa didn't lose the one gateway, he may have had the money to build another cannon. He may have just been like, okay, well, it sucks that I forgot to cancel the gateway, but if I don't build the second cannon, my build won't be affected. I just won't be that safe. So WhiteRa cutting a corner there, and well, because he cut the corner, Dimaga did go for that giant Baneling bust and did take the win last game. I hope that all made sense. We do have WhiteRa going to be blocking over this one hatch as Dimaga sends his 15th drone down there, and he will be building more drones as soon as this pylon goes down. There we go, the pylon starts, and a drone does start building. He is getting an overload right now because he knows, okay, you are being a jerk and blocking my one hatch. The probe is going to be hanging around. We'll see if WhiteRa does try to throw down another gateway to block that. WhiteRa is going to be taking his Nexus right now. And Dimaga's overload is going to be coming in to scout. He does scout WhiteRa first. Currently, Dimaga just getting 4 lings to deal with this one pylon and the probe. And then he will be taking his hatch. And GSL Terminus SE, which this map is, I don't know if I said that or not, is a map where it is very hard for a Zerg player to take his fast third base. As I think I said in the previous games, Dimaga has been taking his third hatch around 345. And right now it's 345 and he can't even take his natural hatch because of what WhiteRa has done. That cannon now is started before the gateway. It is just now completing. And those lings are going to be coming up. They won't be able to run past this. The Overlord is going to be seeing the cannon, sees the forge, doesn't see it spinning, but it's too early for that right now. We do have WhiteRa with his probe coming back on in, and does throw the cannon yet again. And those lings are going to be forced to take it out. But as I was saying, Dimaga has been going on 3 bases before the 4-minute mark. And it's right now 4:30, and he hasn't got a chance to take his natural. His natural is so ridiculously late. And we'll see if WhiteRa, he did get the cancel off. Okay, thank God. Did not make the same mistake twice. But we'll see if he ends up getting a second cannon, because you do see his Nexus is done by the time the hatch has started. And now a probe is going to come down. He's not building the cannon. We'll see when he does, if he eventually builds that. If he does, I will be a very happy caster, because that does show he probably would have done this on Shakur's plateau, and he was indeed cutting a corner because he made a mistake and lost that one gateway. And there we go. The second cannon does come down, and now his wall is Baneling safe. And notice, doesn't place it right up close to his wall just because if Banelings do come, they'll take care of this one cannon, and then he can re-wall by building a gateway here and stuff over here. So he's getting the Sim City so he can build a wall behind his wall in case a Baneling bust does come. And against Dimaga, that is a very smart thing to do, because Dimaga will easily bust down any singular wall, no matter what is walling it. Even if it was like a Nexus wall, Dimaga would find a way to bust that with just Banelings, because that is who Dimaga is at heart. At least back in the beta, he has changed his play and is a very solid Zerg player right now. If you haven't told by the previous games, he has shown a unique style and has shown great success to it with many Protoss styles, because again, WhiteRa hasn't done the same thing twice. We do see Dimaga's third base starting around 6:30, and we do have a Stargate now just finishing for WhiteRa. The Overlord is going to be coming in and won't see any second gas, or not second gas, third gases. so he probably will not suspect this Stargate play at all. And wait, that assimilator is getting built. Oh man, he should have held on to that until this overload went down. Would have lost on about 15 to 20 gas, but the Dimaga would just be caught completely off guard by any type of Stargate play if he didn't see a third gas. We do have WhiteRa getting his first Void Ray out. Dimaga going to go for a double Evo Chambers. That is very common for him, as he does love getting all the upgrades. We do see again that Ling Micro, as we did see last game. Lots of Lings in the deep red, losing it looks like 2, 4, 6. Looks like he lost 1 Ling. And yeah, 1 Ling and an Overlord down in the units lost tab. So Dimaga only losing 1 Ling to that Zealot and a choke. Very nice micro. And he is going to come up to this wall, and we'll see what he ends up seeing. If he pokes in and sees only 1 sentry, maybe this won't be that big of a tell. Sees 2 cannon and 1 sentry, that may be a tell just because the Forge is not spinning. It's 820 and WhiteRa has no upgrades. There's only 1 sentry. Another sentry is on the way. And most importantly, that Warpgate research, well, it's not done because WhiteRa, of course, chrono boosted on his Stargate, but Dimaga could put that into a... He could reason it with that thing. He did go for that gateway. His build is slightly slower, but I think Dimaga, he was completely off guard, did not think about the Void Rays. WhiteRa even saved 1 Void Ray before coming out, so 2 Void Rays show themselves at the same time. Now a Phoenix is in, and 1 Void Ray is out of shields, but this 1 Queen looks like it will be going down. The 1 Queen trying to get a few hits on that Void Ray. 1 Queen does fall, and now the next Queen gonna be taken out, and 1 Void Ray almost out, and oh my god, so close to falling. 25 HP. I think 1 more hit from a Spore Caller would have taken out, no, 2 more hits from a Spore Caller. Now 1 gonna be burrowing underneath the Void Rays. The Void Rays just go and move and gonna try to take this 1 Spore Caller out. You can see WhiteRa microing his injured Void Ray way in the back and doing very well, not losing a single unit there. And okay, I was about to eat my own words as this 1 Phoenix almost went down, but did go and move out of the way. We do have 1-1 now finishing for Dimaga, but that is not going to be helping him. It looks like 1 Spore Caller is going to be moving on over to his main base. And right now, WhiteRa is going to be taking out these rocks to go on his third base. The Stargate play has given him complete map control. And we'll see what Dimaga ends up doing. He is getting a Nidus Worm and a Hydra Den right now. And if that goes unscouted, then WhiteRa could be in for a lot of trouble. But he is getting a double Robo Facility. So he will most likely be going into Colossus, and that will absolutely demolish what Dimaga has in store for WhiteRa with his Hydra play. And the Void Ray is going to be coming in, trying to do what damage they can, just staying out of range of that Spore Caller. But this one is in range. 1 Phoenix does fall, and now Void Ray, no, it doesn't fall. But Dimaga doing a great job at keeping WhiteRa right here. As long as WhiteRa is here, he is not going to see this, and that is pretty cute by Dimaga. Trying to put his Overlords over his Hydra Den, so WhiteRa does not see that at all. But those Robo Facilities have now finished, and he will be getting a Robo Bay right now. And building, oh, whoa, cancel the Robo Bay and building a Twilight Council. Oh no. He is going to be like Job from Arrested Development saying, I have made a huge mistake. As soon as he sees the Hydras come out of that Nidus Worm, and right now WhiteRa has not seen the Nidus Worm or the Hydra Den, but he hears it going off, so he knows it's coming, and he's building Immortals to deal with this, and Hydras just eat Immortals up, and WhiteRa, he has made a huge mistake. Job could not have said it any better. Has a few Hydras back here to deal with this to ensure his Nidus network doesn't fall, or maybe he's just lazy and hasn't moved those guys in yet. We do have +1 now finishing. It looks like it will get completed. But WhiteRa is going to have just Gateway to deal with Hydras. And Hydras absolutely eat Gateway units up. And we do have that +1 armor done for the Hydras. He is researching +1 missile, which he is getting now. He also has a Hydra range upgrade. So these Hydras pretty beefy right now at 1-1. And here we go. The Ling's going to be stopping those Zealots from getting up close to the Hydras. That is a lot of Hydras out. 25 Hydras. And they're just tearing through that Gateway force. Even has Queens here spreading the creep, so those Hydras move relatively quickly. Void Ray going to come out to do what it can, but Hydras also kill Void Rays very quick. You can see it just dropping like a fly. These Hydras and their needle spines just proving to be a huge pain for WhiteRa. And if this Twilight Council was indeed a Robo and had Colossus, he would have hopes of defending this, but because he doesn't have that, I don't think WhiteRa can possibly defend that. Can only build Zealots now as that Sub-Nescore did get taken out. And Dimaga just getting more and more Hydras right now. And I don't know what he's waiting for, but he knows the Sub-Nescore went down, so he can do this. And it looks like a little bit of force charging on those Zealots, lifting up a Hydra. That's cute. It's not going to do anything, but it is cute. You can see these Immortals, they're not living up to the name. They are also like flies, maybe like a wasp, a little bit more durable than a fly, but we do have the transfuses even going down on those Hydras, just keeping those guys alive. The food right now is 145 to 86. We have a Dark Shrine being built by WhiteRa. He is absolutely desperate because Dimaga already at the lair tech can easily just morph an Overseer. There's no sneaking past this force. And Dimaga just bringing that creep, so he does have a way to retreat. He is engaging off of creep, but he's right next to the creep, so if he wants to, he can run away. But he's showing no fear as he just A-moves his way into WhiteRa's base, and it looks like Dimaga will be taking this show match unless these DTs from WhiteRa can perform a miracle. No, they can't. GG. Oh my god. Canceling the Robo Bay to go for the Twilight Council. I want to go back on that. Did WhiteRa see anything that would say, okay, let's cancel this? Canceling this would be a good idea. It's always odd when a player ends up doing that. So, okay. Speed this up just a little bit. Okay, so he canceled it. Let's see, what did he see? Nothing. He didn't see anything. So, just a thing with WhiteRa. He was like, okay, I'm going with this Robo Bay. No, I think a Twilight Council would be cooler. Blink Stalkers are to die for, man. And cancels his Robo Bay to get the Twilight Council. You should always go with your gut. WhiteRa's gut was correct. His ego was not. Just trying to go for the flare with those Blink Stalkers and maybe DTs or High Temples. I don't know what he was going for. But Colossus would have been better. Maybe he thought WhiteRa was going for, let's see, how many gas is Dimaga on? He doesn't see all the gas, but maybe he thought Dimaga could have been going possibly for a Muta type play and didn't want to go into Colossus, want to go into High Templars and Blink Stalkers to deal with Mutas because he knows Dimaga would be on 3 bases relatively quickly. So maybe he thought Dimaga was going with Muta play and not going to be massing Hydras like he did. Again, WhiteRa didn't have any scouting, so it's hard to say what was going through his head. Hit Dimaga with that cute block on the Overlords. Hope you enjoy the series. Dimaga does take this. He either gets $225 or $150. My bad. I don't actually know off the top of my head. I believe it's $150 because here is how it started. It was going to be $100 to the winner, $50 to second place, and then $75 to the caster. That is me. But I said, just give my money to the players. I don't really need it. So then the money went into the prize pool, which made the prize pool from 150 to 225. So I don't know how it gets distributed since $75 of mine went into it. But I'm assuming $150 to the winner, $75 to second place. That's just my assumption. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Take care, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed the series. And again, SE2Saga.com cannot thank those guys enough for setting this show match up. Go ahead, sign up to the site, join as a clan, and have a chance to win a GSL pass for next season. That contest does end in about 2 weeks, or when they get 20 clans, so be quick and join the site. Take care, guys, and I'll see you next time.